Hey, Grande Live! Welcome to Coffee with Will, brought to you by Grande Hospital, Northwest Furniture and Mattress, Anything Too Digital, EO&I, and Les Schwab Tire Center. And I am here today with Matt Scarfo, who is or was the owner of Benchwarmers Grill and Bar, and is a candidate for the Union County Commissioner. Union County Commissioner, who he has stopped in here today to chat with us a little bit about himself and his candidacy. So thank you, Matt, for coming in and chatting with me.
Yeah.
So
thanks for having me on the show.
It is absolutely my pleasure. We've been trying to set this up for a little while, and but running for county commissioner is a busy. You have a few obligations here and there, I hear.
I wanted you to try to do the Union County Commissioner again. It's hard to say. I've been stuck trying to say that myself.
Union County Commissioner.
Yes, but no, it's a lot of meetings. It really is. And boy, I'm meeting a lot of people for the first time, for the second time. I haven't been to about every city now, shaking hands, going to these events. It's fantastic.
Signing babies.
Oh, yeah. Signing babies. Yeah, if you see a Sharpie with
Matt Scarfo.
Yes, exactly.
That was this guy.
Exactly.
So the interesting thing to me, and I kind of wanted to ask Matt about this, is like I said in the intro, Matt is, and if he wins the county commissioner race, he will be passing on Benchwarmers Bar and Grill to others who will be
and Long Branch.
And Long Branch as well.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to know how being a bartender is, or not a bartender, but owning a bar that requires a lot of people skills.
Yes.
How are you going to bring some of the skills of being a business owner, especially a bar business owner, into being a county commissioner?
Well, you have to be a people person if you're going to be in the restaurant industry. And the people that I'm talking to now, trying to transfer over to the county commissioner position, is a lot easier to talk to these people than the people, let's just say around 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
I can understand
I could actually get through to these people now. Back when I was younger and I was working for Mark and Patty that owned Benchwarmers in Long Branch back, it was 1998 when I first started there. Can you believe that? Over 20 years.
Wow.
I had a lot of, I was, 23 years old, and I could speak the language, and I could stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning, no problem. Turn around, wake up at 9 a.m. But now that years have gone by, and I'm actually having a tougher time speaking to that later crowd, maybe in the restaurants that are having a good time, and now enjoy speaking with gentlemen like yourself and Brent and
gentlemen like myself.
Yes.
I'm sorry. That is the nicest thing anybody's said to me on Coffee with Will before. Okay, so you actually feel like you've kind of not necessarily left the bar business behind, but you feel like you're actually enjoying kind of moving into the political sector a little bit.
Yes, it's the bar restaurant industry really does take a toll on you, and it's the late nights. It's the one person did warn me. He's like, "Oh, county commissioner, you're going to get a lot of phone calls." I was like, "Am I going to get phone calls on the weekends?" Maybe. Am I going to get phone calls at 2 o'clock in the morning? Probably not. 3 o'clock in the morning? Probably not. I was like, man, this sounds like a dream.
Like, what's the downside?
Yeah, I go, oh, boy, I'm getting my phone.
I've been doing this for 20 years, man.
Yeah, well, where's my phone? It's probably going off right now.
Absolutely.
So I am, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at the restaurants right now. So it's, I'm ready to take that energy and roll it right into the county commissioner position.
Very cool, very cool. So now, what is going to be your focus, while you're moving into county commissioner?
Well, and people have been asking, like, what's my platform and what's this? And the position, it's Union County. Union County is I'm not here to educate anybody. I'm not here to say I'm right or wrong over anybody else. It's, I want to maintain the traditions of Union County. And, maybe my high energy and a lot of people say I have really great common sense. I've been in business for, like I said, I've owned Benchwarmers in Long Branch, and now I get a covered parking lot there on Adams and Jefferson for over 13 years now.
Wow.
And so I'm bringing all that to the table, and really going to work on Union County and all the cities that are in it. There's a few things people have been asking me questions about, Buffalo Peak and the B2H that are coming through town, and I've been going to the meetings and just pretty much being educated on all that. I'm not saying I'm going to come in and be like, hey, I know what I'm doing, and actually maybe I will say I know what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm going to come in and hopefully make very, very good decisions that help best Union County.
So that all sort of being said, this is something that's, what made you want to run for this? What made you decide that you wanted to move from being a bartender, or not a, I keep saying bartender, that's
It's
not,
okay.
it's a bar owner,
Yeah.
to running for Union County Commissioner?
It actually happened about 3 or 4 years ago, when I was a part of the Grand Main Street Union County Chamber of Commerce, and was in a lot of other committees, a lot of stuff at Eastern, a lot of stuff with the city. And my momentum was really, I was gaining ground and really doing a good job. People were telling me that. And they were, hey, you need to run for county commissioner. I think you should do it. And at the time, it was the race between Mark Davidson and Donna Beveridge. And my son was being born.
Oh.
So that's when I said, hey, I want to spend time with my son, especially these first couple years. And I said, I'm going to step back from everything. And I finished out being the Union County Chamber of Commerce president. And I stuck around for my past presidency year. And I got out of the Grand Main Street. And I was still involved in Eastern a lot. Eastern and I go way back. And I said, hey, I need to be with my family right now. But now Luke's going to be 4 in May. And when this position starts in January 1 of 2019, he'll be like kindergarten, first grade, and I got to see him grow up into an awesome little 4-year-old until he Sharpies my chairs in the office and thinks he's going to be an artist with my furniture. Yeah, but so I think the timing's perfect right now. Yeah, time to get out of the restaurant business and do something that I was actually really good at again.
Very cool, very cool. So now, you obviously care a lot for your family and for your son, and that's sort of a thing that, do you feel like this is sort of something, a lot of people when they get into politics, they feel like this is something that they have to do. This is something that they're feeling called to, whether it's by their own convictions or by a higher power or whatever, So what is your motivation for sort of getting into this?
I really think I could help out. Actually, I know I can help out. I really do it, like deep down. Everyone keeps saying, boy, you have really good common sense. And with my business skills, I'm a big pros and cons guy. Every single board that I've been on, something comes to the table, and I always have to look at both sides. And then in my head, all right, I got to make a decision on that. And then I always look at like the impact study. All right, say we do go with this. All right, then what happens? 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. So. And that's what I've been doing since the first board I've ever been on. Back in, the Grand Country Club board. What was that? I was 29. Yeah, it was 14. I don't want to age myself on your show.
That's okay. I do it all the time.
Yeah. So, it's helped out. And everyone's, wow, you really, I'm glad we didn't do that. Or I'm glad we did do that.
So you've kind of taken, this is kind of like a logical progression coming from the fact that you've been actively involved in the area for a really long time through Main Street and the Country Club and so on and so forth. This is kind of just the next step for you in your long line of kind of investing in Union County. Is that kind of what I'm getting at? The feeling that I'm getting?
Oh, yes, and especially with, I've impacted about every single 501c3 and committee and board, and I've worked closely with, like I said, with Eastern. I've worked closely with the hospital. I've worked closely with Main Street Chamber, Liberty Theater. Boy, I've been on, city. I haven't been on city council, but worked close with city council or urban. Boy, it's been like, so I'm already kind of doing it now. Maybe I get the title. I got to continue to do it and actually, make some really good choices and make some really good progress.
So you kind of seem like you seem like a very, very big team player. Like you really enjoy kind of working with the team around you. You've worked with Main Street, you've worked with, you said city council, those kinds of things. Why do you enjoy doing that?
The
so
team?
much? Yeah,
well,
working with the team.
I've played sports my whole life. So so they've always been team sports. So baseball, I played baseball up at Eastern. That's how I came to be here. And I played soccer until I was 18. And I played golf. That's not really a team sport, but I've played in scrambles. I'm not really good individually, but I could use some help.
Gotcha.
I just enjoy being out. Man, golf is okay. I like being outside. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
That's a good sport to, if it's raining, and I may still go out there and swing it, but.
Absolutely. So this is kind of in a way, people probably will be like, oh, that's a bad metaphor, but in a way that like working with, Grande and downtown and, that kind of stuff, it's almost like a team sport, like where everyone's playing and, everyone's playing together, and you have to kind of use everybody together for the same goals.
Oh yeah, of course, communication. That is so important, especially when we're on the chamber. And we kept bringing that up, is we need to communicate better. We need to communicate with Elgin. We need to communicate what's going on in Union, and just trying to get the event calendar was so difficult. But Bob Cavanaugh right now is doing a great job, and you go on their chamber website now and look at the event. I get on there every week and say, okay, what's coming up, Bob? And I'm starting to look. So it's starting. Bob's really doing a good job with the chamber right now, and really getting the communication lines open.
Okay.
And you don't want to be working on a project and you're in it for 2 months, and then all of a sudden someone's like, well, we've already done that 2 months ago, and then, everyone you have to work together, even small towns, especially small towns.
Okay. So if you're elected county commissioner here, what is that going to look like? How is that team mentality going to carry over into your county commissioner?
Pretty much exactly what I just said, just to make sure that, I'm going to every meeting that I can, trying to get as much information on every single topic that I possibly can, so I can make the right decisions. And I don't want to, make a, vote or a motion and only know half the story. How can I do pros and cons if I don't know the other side?
So it's kind of all about, and you've told me you've been going to a lot of meetings, to a lot of things, and maybe some of the reason for that is because you want to be well informed, you want to be connected with all of these different organizations.
Well, and I don't want to start January 1st not knowing what's been going on the last year.
Gotcha.
So this is very necessary to fall into this position. I don't want to all of a sudden sit down in the commissioner seat and say, so what's been going on the last year? I kind of want to have them come to the table, not have to explain to me everything all over again. And I'm ready to roll.
Absolutely. Well, I think we're running out of time here, but I think I've gotten to see a little bit more about what drives Matt and what he's passionate about, which is really cool. And I think that Grande Live will really appreciate that too. So if you're elected county commissioner, will you still sit down and get a beer with people?
Of course. Yes.
So what's your favorite beer?
Oh my gosh.
Which I know, and that's a horrible question for me to ask. That's kind of like asking me what my favorite book is. What is one of your favorite beers?
Oh man, they got some hazy IPAs right now that are so good. I know you're a cider guy.
I'm a cider guy. I'm more of a cider guy than I am a beer guy, which is, probably, I'm a little bit of ashamed to say that on the Grande Live, but that's okay.
Ciders are good. But it depends on the time of year, because there's nothing in the middle when you're hot and in the middle of summer and you just got done mowing the yard, and a nice cold Coors Light actually tastes really, really good. But then when it's kind of cold and fallish or springish, maybe a more flavorful IPA or something like that would be. It depends on my mood. Or a glass of wine. Like right now, I love a glass of red wine at night before I go to bed. I don't know. Are we getting too in depth?
No, we're good. We're good. I don't know anything about what you just said, but I'm sure lots of beer people will.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Matt, for coming on and chatting with me. I think the last thing I'd like you to do is I just kind of like you to look at the camera there and be like, this is why you should vote for me for Union County Commissioner.
I think we just said it.
Oh, okay.
But hey, Matt Scarfo, Union County Commissioner. Appreciate your vote. Thank you very much. Hey, Will, thank you for all the stuff you do. You're doing a good job too.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, and you too, Brent. Brent's behind the camera right now. You guys can't see him, but he's there.
Bringing a level of meta to Coffee with Will.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grande Live. This has been Coffee with Will, brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress, Grande Hospital, Anything to Digital, EONI, and Les Schwab Tire Center. Please, if you see the owners of these businesses, say thank you to them. We could not put the show on without them. And proprietary businesses. They do a lot for this local community. Supporting them is very important. I'm Will Bowman. Thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Will. We'll see you next time.